At UMBC, the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences is all about wonder and discovery. The excitement of asking questions, some of them questions that have been around for 1,000 years about who we are and how we got to be this way and what matters. And some of them questions that are quite new. And what's distinctive is that we are asking these questions with an eye toward civic agency and an emphasis on research and thinking across boundaries. In some ways, the most interdisciplinary thing about UMBC is our students who are double majoring and triple majoring and connecting what they learn in these very different majors to each other to create their projects. And that's the kind of learning they're going to go out with and use that to change themselves and change the world.
Our research suggests that racial attitudes are at play in supporting election reform measures that could prohibit a minority's ability to vote.
We were able to present that information both at the national conference and here on campus to a wide variety of individuals. And individuals have called us from various newspapers to ask us to explain a little bit more. And when we publish our article, it'll make a splash in the discipline, and then more people will want to be like Lauren.
Dr. King Meadows is a perfectionist, and that rubbed off obviously on our work, and in result, I'm very proud of the work that we produced.
If I had 1,000 Laurens, then we'd have more energy, and then I think the right to vote would be on the radar for more individuals. But everyone can't be a UMBC student, we understand that, but Lauren is doing a fine job translating that energy to other people.
Travis is really a very unique individual. He has a passion for this whole idea of dealing with mental health in the legal system that I've never really seen in very many other people.
Throughout my time in the lab, I was able to discover that with criminal law and psychology that they are interwoven, and that they are truly there's an opportunity throughout public policy to take these research sort of conclusions and apply them and become public policy programs. And that's where I want to center my career around.
Naila and I have been, working together since she started at UMBC on different projects, which are all kind of connected to issues of kind of social justice, Baltimore, the kind of hidden stories of the city.
So what interested me in the Baybrook project was the opportunity to step outside of the classroom.
When I take students into the community, I learn to see places through their own eyes, the awe and wonder that they see in the community that I've been researching for a long period of time, and I focus on the past and they tend to envision and see the future.
We both feel the drive to, be connected with the city.
One of the things that I've learned about Naila is she's amazingly committed. She, like myself, takes the public bus. I've seen her a few times.
Even just being on the bus, you move through so many areas of the city. You see the transition between being on campus and university and then going out into the city. That all kind of brings back home the idea that the university is also a part of this area and this community as a whole.
Coco is a perfect example of what I think about as the prototypical UMBC student. She knows 5 languages, amongst them Mandarin Chinese and Arabic. She is a global citizen in every sense of the word, both in terms of her own personal background and now in terms of what she's exposing herself to via travel and research and study.
So with Dr. Starkey, I took a course on international relations with the Middle East, and then traveling around places like Turkey and Jordan and Oman, I don't know, there were moments where I distinctly remember referring to aspects of the course that I learned.
She made a wonderful documentary when she was working at a Syrian refugee camp in Jordan.
When I got there and slowly got myself involved in the Syrian refugee crisis, that's when I sort of knew which angle I wanted to take on for my research. And then the documentary idea was always sort of there because I'm an art student also, so that's something I always knew I wanted to do.
What I've learned from Coco is how civic action can actually take place on the ground.
I felt more alive being inside the camp than in the city because there's just energy there of people who need this and need the support that you're there to provide.
Well, I have a visual arts background, and I also have a dance background, and so I see that I think I choose the medium that needs to be chosen for whatever the topic is that I'm trying to go. If that means that it's a painting, if that means that it's dance, a video, film, I'm going to go with whatever way that communicates.
Alexis really pours ideas.
I traveled to Trinidad to study folk dance as well as Indian classical dance. And there I discovered pieces of my ancestry. I discovered different ways of moving and thinking and engaging community. And I brought that back with me and tried to share it with my peers.
She is a very complex thinker. She brings together her experience as an adult, her experience as a dancer, her experience as a researcher. She just doesn't make a statement or make a dance movement. She investigates the sources of the movement that she's trying to create.
My piece is called Salt Rose Witness, and it is a dance theater work about 22 minutes in length. It is an exploration about African American men's role in society, but from a feminine perspective because I am a woman.